Alright, so I'm gonna do the talking head challenge, but this time it's gonna be in public because I really need to overcome the fear of talking in public because I feel like I get pretty scared when I film in public. I feel like everyone's like judging me or looking at me whenever I film anything, so I get kind of insecure about talking in public. And I am going to talk for 20 minutes straight, just yapping about life, I guess. And seeing where this takes me. Hopefully the audio is not too bad here, but I am literally in. I am at a park right now. It's pretty quiet right now, not too many people walking around. There's a bunch of kids like playing around, but yeah, pretty quiet so far. It's really windy right now, so I don't know if my camera's gonna fall down or if that's gonna be why the video ends early, but uh, let's talk about some stuff. So, huh. Let's just reflect on my videos so far. So, I've been posting, yeah, every single day for the past. I think I'm at like 20, 23, no, 20, more than 23 days. I started doing these talking heads like a month ago, and I did 7 of them. And now I am on episode 23 of my Discipline Over Dopamine series, where I've been trying to post daily and improve on each rep that I post, but it's been getting pretty damn hard because like at some point I feel like I'm just recycling content, and it's kind of like it doesn't feel exciting to me anymore if I just keep reusing the same footage, right? Like I was trying to experiment with what does the best. So in my most recent video, I did a bottle flip hook where that got a lot of attention, but what I realized is that people can really feel your energy when you're talking in a video. Because like if I had to give myself a self rating on that video, the energy level is probably like a 6 or a 7, but the first video that I posted with the same hook was probably at probably like a 9. So I think that was what made the difference. I mean, I guess also it could have been the audio. Like I think the first video had kind of sort of like a beat drop, not really, but I also don't know if that's the case, or maybe because I stated like I had a game plan and that was why the first video kind of got a lot of attention, but this one so far is not doing as well. But I'm not really doing it for the views. I mean, kind of, I'm using it like for the most part. I'm making my videos for I'm making them for myself, but I'm using the views as a metric to gauge if people are actually interested or if like they can relate. Because I think one of the biggest issues with my videos right now is that I don't really get many likes. Like I get a lot of views, but I guess people just don't really relate to what I'm saying, or maybe I just don't provide enough value in the videos. Could be it. Maybe I just don't provide like a value or like a lesson that I learned. So that's making it so that I barely get likes. I mean, I know you're not supposed to be looking at the stuff, right? But it's honestly a good way to kind of tell if your video is just doing good or not, right? So that was also one of the reasons why I wanted to do storytelling, because I realized like, yeah, my videos would get like 10, 20K, but those felt like empty views to me because I just felt like no one was relating to whatever the hell I had to say. Like I was just posting microwave content. I was just like following trends, and then yeah, no one really liked that shit. So I was trying to get better at storytelling. I actually got like a couple videos over 100 likes, which in the past was pretty rare because I swear I would get only like 20-30 likes, and like most of them, not most, but like a good third of them would just be my followers, so I wouldn't really, count that as strangers resonating with me, I guess. But yeah, I would get like 30 likes and like 10K views, and I'm like, bruh. So I think most of the views came from my viral video. Like a lot of people just click into my profile and then they just kind of watch like the first like few videos, and that was what made a lot of my videos have like pretty high views earlier. But I'm trying to, like, it just looks bad if I have a shit ton of views and just no likes, because it just looks like, no one really likes my video, but they just came for that viral video. So I'm trying to be more relatable and share my struggles, share my lessons that I've learned, and just be a better storyteller, because honestly, it doesn't feel good that not many people can relate to my videos. But recently, I ever since I posted like, my dream of getting shredded, I feel like a lot of people are getting, like, a lot of people are relating to my struggles and how I feel as a full-time engineer who's trying to get shredded. I mean, that's the hook for a lot of my videos, right? And I hope my camera doesn't fall down, because that's gonna ruin my video right now. But yeah, I'm just yapping the camera right now and spilling my thoughts, seeing if anyone really cares. I mean, right now someone just walked past me and they did not give a shit. So I mean, it's also a granny, but I really need to get better at filming in public, because every time someone walks by, I always get so shy that I try to hide my camera. I try to just be quiet. I try to just not speak, and I know that's not good for my growth. So yeah, and also I'm trying to like kind of step it up and start filming in the gym, right? Because some of my content to me is getting kind of repetitive and boring, but I feel like if I start recording in the gym, I'm gonna feel like more people are gonna watch my videos. That guy just had a mini motorcycle. That was pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about burnout and sustainability. I feel like right now I've made it much more sustainable to be posting my videos, because most of my work I get it done within like an hour, like hour and a half maybe. Like I think usually I spend like 30 minutes beforehand, like the night before. I kind of script and film, not script. I kind of script and think of the idea for the video. Usually I take inspiration from like other creators, and then during the day of, usually from like 12 to 1, I take like maybe 30 minutes to film, or if I already filmed beforehand, I just reuse the clips. So I take 30 minutes to film, and then I take another 30 minutes to edit, because I feel like I've gotten a lot more efficient at doing this kind of editing style. So I've been stretching, but yeah, so I've been trying to make it more sustainable by limiting myself to 1.5 hours, because I don't want it to consume my entire free time. Because I mean, right now it kind of does in a sense, but before, like, it was literally going into like my social life, going to my like, I was just thinking about it all day, and I couldn't even get one video out a day. Like I was like, how the hell do I do this? Because I was posting one video maybe every 2 days, and one of them would be like a trend that I copy, and then I just try to recreate it in 5 minutes. But then the other one would be like really scripted videos that just felt very fake. So I just never did that. And then What was I going to talk about? Yeah, I don't know if people relate to my scripted videos, but hopefully they do, and hopefully hopefully I can finally do no script videos that actually provide some value, because when I did no script videos I kind of yapped way too much and I went nowhere with those. Like even with dot points, sometimes I try to do dot points, but then I really just don't know what to say. Like I don't know how to stay authentic and just kind of speak like myself, I guess. But this is how I usually would speak to like a friend. So maybe I should do more of these and try to keep practicing the skill of being authentic and yapping on camera. But I am almost I'm almost at 30 days of my series, and I'm gonna keep continuing until I hit like day 50. But I need to improve, and I need to improve. I think I need to have more clips of me outside, because, or like just me speaking to the camera and then I add some B-roll over it, because those videos are pretty easy. It's just I hate how I can't really reuse the footage, because I try to reuse some, like I can't really reuse the talking head videos, because like I say something that's part of my script and I'm never going to use it again. That's why I kind of moved away from that, and I try to do just like B-roll, and I don't know. I feel like my shots are pretty good. I guess there's just not enough movement in it, so it's not as entertaining as I expect it to be. But I don't know. I mean, huh. Guess I should reflect on what my goal is here, because I guess my goal is just to try to blow up and just get a large following. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that, to be honest. Maybe I'll focus on like getting brand deals, or like helping other people get shredded. But I think that's a problem for a different day, because if I think too far ahead, I'm gonna be stuck in analysis paralysis, where I'm just thinking too far ahead and then not actually just taking the next step, which is just consistently posting these videos. So yeah, I need to my goal is probably just to blow up, and then I'll take it from there. So that's what I've been trying to do, but I don't know. I feel like I'm running dry on ideas, because I've just been repeating the same script over and over again, and it's getting kind of boring, man. Like, I feel like because my dream is to get shredded, like, I don't even know what to talk about. Like, I guess I could talk about like what I'm doing to get shredded. I mean, that's one of my series already, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again whenever I make these videos. But if that's what people relate to, I mean, I guess I can. Oh, I was gonna do something else. I was gonna talk about more of my insecurities on video, because I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna talk about how engineering is so tough, and I started my fitness journey. So that might be my next video. So I'm glad I thought of that on camera. So yeah, I really need to be more energetic in my videos. I feel like I don't have not enough energy. It's just like, I guess, I don't know. I gotta show more passion, I guess. Because I realized that people can tell. People can tell when you're low energy and you're just kind of saying a script. So you gotta actually mean it in your soul. And I mean, just the other day, I I screamed as loud as I possibly could at a parking lot just to try to get rid of my fear of embarrassment. And even doing this is kind of breaking down a new wall for me, because I would never do this kind of stuff in public, but you know, I'm here to grow and I am here to improve. So I wonder how many minutes I'm at. It's probably been 20, but you know, I'll yap for a bit more. So in terms of fitness, I've been mentioning a bunch of times that I've hit a plateau in my videos, and that's honestly because I don't know, I'm getting a bit bored, I guess. I don't know if bored is the right word, but or like maybe dopamine deprived. I don't know, something along those lines, because I've been like every time I get bored or like I kind of want dopamine, I end up eating. And like whenever I'm with my girlfriend, I always eat out a lot, and I always eat like dessert and then ice cream, and then like I know I shouldn't, but like, you know, I think that's the reason why I haven't been progressing as much as I should be, because ideally I want to just, you know, get down to that body fat percentage, like, and then I want to bulk up, or like at least eat out my maintenance calories, right? And that's the plan with my fitness goal, because I want to just look good in the mirror, you know? That's my whole goal here. And I feel like I compare myself with social media too often, because even in real life I'm pretty big, and I'm bigger than most people out there in terms of the gym. I just feel a bit like whenever I shred, I feel a bit small. And like I don't know if that's oh, that could also be a topic. I could talk about how I get insecure because I'm small, like during this journey, because I look myself in the mirror and I just feel like I don't like I'm not big enough. Like I feel like I don't have enough muscle, and yeah, it's not a good feeling. So I guess I could talk about that for another video. And another thing that I could talk about would be, what should I talk about? I guess talking about comparing myself to others is also another thing that I want to talk about. But I've talked about that in other videos, so I'm gonna keep posting about that. And then I don't know. It's probably been 20 minutes. It's pretty hot right now, so I'm gonna keep yapping. There's a bunch of people walking by, but I don't really care anymore. So, a bunch of kids. So, I've also been going on these kind of weekly runs and realized my cardio is not as good as I thought it was, because I've been running, but I feel like every time I run, like it kind of hurts in my stomach, where I don't know how to describe it, but if you run, you should probably know what I talk about. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of out of things to talk about. Hopefully that cured my fear of embarrassment, because a bunch of people just walked by and I did not just give a fuck about what they care. I just kind of ignored them, kind of had them in my peripheral vision, and just kept yapping. So I feel like whenever people walk by, I just kind of either quiet down or I just stop yapping, because I'm so afraid of being judged. I need to get better at that. Like next time someone walks by, I'm gonna keep my volume the same and just keep pretending like they don't exist, because these insecurities, they're holding me back. But I will get better every single day. Anyways, it's the middle of the workday. I should probably go back to work, so I just walked over here just to film this video. Goodbye.